Yeah, pretty much.
Webinar is now streaming live on Facebook. We're getting all kinds of messages that say that PEX is getting the technology right, Skeeter.
That's right.
Well, I mean, that's just smart thinking from our crowd. It certainly isn't me because they've seen us historically.
I would say not us. We have a guy for that. It's nice to have a guy too. It's always nice to have a guy.
I got a guy that can do that.
Or a guy can do it, and that would be PEX. All righty. And we're live on Facebook, Skeeter Green?
Yes.
All
and
right.
I'm sharing the link.
All right. Excellent.
Our guest this week is Zach Glazer.
Oh, man.
Crap. Zach, well done.
Damn. God damn it, Matt.
My tried and true show host, Mr. Matt Finch, as always.
I shouldn't have shaved.
Yeah, people are going to log in and like, how fucked up are you? Do you not know who's who?
We don't really care. Golf claps. Since I got a golf clap from PEX. There you go. So, anyway, something's happened since last time we were on the show. There, Skeeter Green first, and then Matt Finch.
Did you start shaving, Zach?
What has happened since last week there, Matt?
Well, you're talking about the Kickstarter that you helped launch that you've apparently forgotten about?
Yes.
All right.
That would be it.
All right. So,
apparently,
yeah, we launched the Swords and Wizardry Kickstarter to an unexpectedly huge response, which kept me and Zach running around unbelievably on the first day of the Kickstarters. Slowed down a little bit now that we're done with the early bird pledges. So it's a box set. I imagine most people, frankly, who are watching the video already know what it is. It's a box set, 4 booklets in it with the material divided out somewhat differently than they were in the complete rule book, because you've got the additional ability to be, using a small book rather than paging through a large one. And so dividing up the material there, it can actually be used, so that, for example, the Book of Spells is a good reference at the table so that you don't have to page through and find spells, that sort of thing. And it also, as a result of stretch goals, is going to come with some crappy dice. And
what?
All right, crappy dice are my favorite kind of dice.
Damn.
Everybody loves crappy dice, so there's going to be, I don't know what quality they are. They're probably actually pretty good, but so it's going to come with dice. It's going to come with a little pad of character sheets, blank character sheets, and also we hit a whole bunch of stretch goals because Bill misestimated how large the Kickstarter was going to be by an enormous factor.
Hold on.
Yeah. What was that bid?
I have a question about that.
What was that estimate?
Yeah,
the estimate was the top estimate for what the whole Kickstarter would do was $40,000 by Bill Webb, the CEO of the company.
Golf clap.
No, no, I have a question about that though. Do you think that without written evidence that we have since kept, that he would have remembered that terrible guess?
No.
So that's why we kept the written evidence.
And just for people,
what you, Matt Finch, said. Write this down for posterity.
Put it in writing, yeah.
And we
just
did.
for people who have not looked at the Kickstarter recently, it is sitting at 55,756 backers are going to Bill right now.
I mean, it's even better than that though, because we hit the $40,000 mark the evening of launching the Kickstarter. So it was in about 9 hours.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. We hit our funding in was it the first hour or the first half hour, Zach?
It was 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was pretty wild. I knew we would do better than Bill thought, but I didn't think we would do it as fast as we did.
Which
collector sets went.
Which is super annoying because normally he's like within $1.
Yeah, it's unbelievable creepy. Usually.
It's normally a creepy amount. Like when I first got hired, he had Bard's Gate was like $80,000 within $200. He told me day one. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that really used to irritate the shit out of me.
It's within $200. I'm like, God damn it. But this time, he wasn't
wrong.
$4.
Dead fucking wrong.
Stopped 20 hours into it. If the Kickstarter ended 20 hours after it started, he would have been right.
Yeah, that's it. We're cutting it off. No, that's
Oh boy, poor Bill.
okay. So Matt, I will ask you a question. What is the difference between this box set and the previously released complete rules?
It comes in a box.
And our next question.
No, because the thing is that, you know, it's a retro clone of original D&D. You can't, you know, really, unless you're Bill, you can't go back in history and change something.
That's true.
So, you know, it's, you know, it is what it is. There's errata. We're going to, you know, work on continuing to fix errata as we go through. But yeah, basically, it comes in a box with dice and blank character sheets. So,
all right.
And some digital stretch goals. But one of the more important parts about it being a box is that we made the box a little bit deeper than they actually supposed to be because of what, Matt? The one thing we're doing differently that we've never done before for Swords and Wizardry is making expansion books.
Right. And well, I mean, and we're really, there's supplements, but you know, there's two sets of expansions going into it. One of them is the fact that the big monstrosities book that we came out with, paper costs have increased to the point that there's no way we're ever reprinting that book affordable.
Not for the price.
No. And so, and the price was fairly high in the first place. So we're going to be bringing in monsters from monstrosities into the into monster supplements. So that's sort of part one. And part two is that they're going to contain sort of, you know, house rules that people use, you know, things where we do actually tinker with some of the OD&D rules, and that people can either take as options or, you know, or not use. And you know, that is kind of the way that things operated, because you had the Dragon magazine and Strategic Review and stuff where people, you know, there are plenty of optional rules that were used with OD&D, but you know, we want to make it clear that they are optional. So that's a good.
I have a question for Skeeter Green. When I first joined Frog God, I could have swore that there's somebody who told me about this idea then that wasn't Matt. Do you remember who that was, Skeeter?
I'm sure I could not put a finger on who that individual might have been.
If you were told no.
Hey,
you know what the best part is? He did it just so he could right now look you in the eye and say, you were right, but you don't get to do it. Ha! So.
Matt does have that future cast.
Yeah,
He can prognosticate pretty well.
It's like, how am I going to humiliate Skeeter the best way possible? I'm going to do what he wants after he's out of Frog God. Boom.
Well, that's extremely funny, because like a bunch of the ideas I always wanted to do I'm looking at and going, oh yeah, now that's happening. Okay. Better late than never.
Psych.
Yeah. You go stand over there, Junior.
I noticed that in
the ice cream
on the Facebook chat, the most representative citizen of Alabama just joined. We were just talking about her right before this.
Oh boy. Yep.
Hi, Alla.
Sweet home Alabama, Alla.
Oh, Alla's in on the chat over here too. It's all over the place. You people are everywhere.
We're just, without PEX, we wouldn't have expanded so far, but there's just so much. So anyway, so it's done very well. It did way better in the first 24 hours than Matt and I expected, and we thought it would do pretty well. Susie hardest hit.
Yeah, Susie Mosby is the graphic artist, and so you know, all we had to do was type in a couple of sentences to update stuff. And so we were like, "Could you real quick do a Michelangelo for us?"
Yeah, we had to make a couple of decisions too. Decisions are overrated. How hard they are. Don't forget.
Yeah, and so yeah, we went. It was totally, you know, can you come out with a real quick Rembrandt with 5-10 minutes?
Yeah, we need that, and then. Oh, today we need a digital one too. So, yeah, Matt called me earlier today and he's like, "What do you think of having a digital level for people overseas?" And I'm like, "Sure." We intentionally didn't do that first time, but we were convinced by somebody in Brazil that was a good idea, and so we actually do listen. I want to.
Yes, shout out to Rafael Beltrame, who is. Probably not watching, but if anyone, you know, looks at him, he's one of the big OSR. In Brazil has a very large OSR community, and he contact me and I always think of PDFs as being either something you use to print out the maps that you need or the player handouts and stuff like that, or that you're one of the people who uses the bookmarks and stuff at the table, and as a book substitute at the table, and sort of realize that where we've gotten to, given international shipping costs at this point, that a lot of people will get the PDF and they'll print it themselves in their own country, which we have never had a problem with people making copies and stuff for personal use. And so we figured, okay, that is something that is kind of important for us to do, because we've always been big on spreading the game around. The complete rules have been free since like 2012 or even
2010.
Yeah, 2010 maybe even. And so they're free out there, and so now the crisis facing the world is the international shipping cost crunch that we're facing. So it's a way around that. And so we're gonna do a digital level, and the digital level is going to contain it won't get you the pledge, it won't get you the stretch goals, but it will get you some of the ones that have already been achieved, the ones that make the most sense. And it's also going to include the stuff from the add-on pack, and it's going to come out at I think $20. So so there'll be that option, because we figured the stuff in the add-on pack you also can't ship without the huge cost to another country. So we sort of crammed both of those together into the whole I am printing this in my own country pledge. So
And good luck printing the screen in your own country.
yeah, the screen is going to be harder, but
that's tougher. But we
in fact, I don't think the screen's even one of the things we
no, I
ended
don't
up
think
putting
it's
on
going to
there.
be, only because it's probably not possible to print, and the tables are all obviously so.
Yeah, so
But
it will have the booklets.
We have a WebEx question here that's very interesting. What's the scary sharp object in Matt's hand?
Matt's hand. Is that a pencil?
Pencil.
Pex, apparently that is a pencil. Thank you for asking that question.
Fucking younger generation.
Oh shit. Sorry, it's not a digital stylus, man.
My wife is supposed to be, she just joined it. She's supposed to be playing cards with my parents. She should get off this channel. She is not allowed to do things that involve like pencils, knives, or other sharp pointing.
Does that mean that possibly your parents are watching this show?
Oh, good God. I'd be unsurprised by what they see.
Because I record them all and send them a giant video. So if they're just watching live, that would be amazing.
They can't hear, so that luckily they can just see me just.
Hello, Zach's parents. I'm glad you're on the show today.
Glad to see you.
They're so proud.
I don't feel that way at all.
So
bald guy and baseball hat guy are happy to see us here.
Baseball hat guy. Anyway, so no, honestly, I think that covers most of the Kickstarter for Swords and Wizardry. If you haven't joined, do consider it. If you're overseas and you don't want to pay the shipping, we'll have a pledge level for you up real soon. And it's been exciting. Thank you, everybody who's supported it that's on any one of the live feeds, because it matters a lot to us, because all of us love Swords and Wizardry a great deal, and seeing it being, the response being so positive really solidifies that we can do some specific stuff for Swords and Wizardry and make it the line that it deserves to be. I'm real excited about that. Makes Matt work harder, which I personally find satisfying.
It does.
What?
Yeah, it does make Matt work harder.
Those dice aren't that bad. I'm looking at them right now.
What dice?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're all right.
It's a lot more fun to say that it's got crappy dice in it, though.
Well,
I swear it's a selling point.
You don't know what dice. The only one who knows what the dice look like right now is Zach. I just want to make it very clear.
That's not true.
Dice on the page, but the only one who knows what kind of dice we're getting right now is me. So,
that's not true. You only think that's true.
Yeah, well, I'm the one who looks at the cost sheet from Region.
That's what we want you to think.
Hey, look, Doug Zielsdorf joined. He's in our video.
Hey, Doug.
He is.
Yep, he is. And Alyssa joined.
Hey, Alyssa.
Alyssa's not in your video.
Oh boy, she's going to be at Telecon too. Hope they told her about pajamas, because
Oh yeah, she knows. She's got the Legionnaire jammies.
Oh boy, I'm sure she does.
Yeah, if you don't, Alyssa, I'm sure you can find some on the internet. But I knowing more than these two guys, Centurion pajamas.
Whatever.
Not hard to know more than these two guys. I hate to break it to you, man.
Yeah, the bar is so low, you don't even have it as a trip hazard.
Yeah.
Hey, Keelan joined. I remember him.
Hey, Keelan.
Hey, Keelan better be going to Texas, even though he's in Alaska now. He better be going to Texas this summer. It won't be the same. It just won't be the same.
Yeah. No.
Hey, Doug is a bright, shiny star. It's true. And you're on a video.
So, also, I want to mention another Kickstarter that's going to happen, I think,
Hey, Dave.
on Sunday. Phylactery, issue number 1 by Planet X Games and Ed Bickford are going to, that's going to launch, I believe. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I fucked it all up. That's what happens when you
That's
give
what
me
happens.
information.
You to go ahead and do
It
the
can be
promotion.
dispersed in an entirely different manner than you thought.
No, Phylactery's gonna be cool. Everything Levi does is going to be pretty cool.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of Levi Combs. I met him through Casey, and I'm a bigger fan of Levi than I'm of Casey, only because Levi is shiny and new. Casey's kind of dusty and is well known.
He likes to be called burnished.
burnished, not tarnished.
Yeah,
got,
nope.
it got a good
Burnished.
got a good patina.
Yeah.
With a hood that is a helmet. Oh my God! Yeah, no kidding. I can totally see that, Alyssa. I can totally see it.
Oh yeah.
You can get one of those knitted. I bet you can find a knitted Centurion. You know,
I bet all.
Oh yeah.
I
There's
saw
got to
a big old beard. I bet Olive probably has a knitted Centurion hat already.
somebody's got to make them on Etsy. They make everything.
Well, hold on.
I think they clone people on Etsy, which would be a fantastic like horror story. Some Etsy person is actually like, "Hey, I can make clones."
Wow.
And just everybody passes over it because they don't believe it.
because
And they actually
everybody
clone people.
right and the actual cloned people that start coming out are the kind of people who would buy having themselves cloned from some random person on Etsy.
Right. Yeah. Also known as Floridians.
Wow.
Hey, shit, yeah, man. That's like a great idea. 2 of me.
Uncool here. So hold on. So we got Roman knitted hat. I'm gonna see if they have that. I'd have to know.
This is an important thing to look up.
It is important. Shut your mouth.
What are you
I
looking
said
have
it's
it.
important.
They
I agree.
got one. Yep. They do indeed.
Put up the,
Okay.
put up the link in the chat so everyone,
There, I muted Zach so he can't
Let those
hear us
people-
anymore.
let those people have like 40 purchases in one day and ask what the hell happened.
Yeah, there it is. I'll put the link up in chat. There, that's it.
Yeah.
Roman knitted hat.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Next thing up is Centurion pajamas.
I'm afraid I can't look under that one now because
Actually, what you might pull up with something like
that's
that might not be something.
pajamas is a potentially a bad call.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go ahead and Google that for you guys.
I see. That's what you're for, Skeeter Green.
Yeah, no. No, thank you.
I don't want to get in trouble with the Frog God internet.
Olive found those for babies too.
Well, because that's what you need.
I think they would make terrible soldiers.
I think you see. Then you're wrong because you have the biological warfare. You're not.
They absolutely lose any advantage from height.
True. Surprise.
Plus, they're babies. I mean, they just kind of lay there.
All right, fine. Use logic. Be reasonable. I did not find
boy.
sexy Roman armor not safe for work.
No, she,
Oh, she
did
did
find.
Did find. Oh, well.
And now we know what Jack's getting for a gift every single holiday.
Yep, we'll see you, and we'll see you at ToolCon, Jack.
You're welcome,
I'm
Jack.
sure they'll be great. Oh boy, you know that stream that Alyssa does with her mapping? That could become a pretty exciting.
That's going to become a money generator. Jack walking
Jack,
around
you
in the
could be
sexy
famous.
Roman armor.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Well, so moving on. So what else besides Storage and Wizardry, Matt? What else you been doing?
Nothing.
Well, that's I like it.
That is not entirely true. There's a miniatures Kickstarter that
No,
you
we already,
dabbled
we already,
in.
we already did that. The
Well, yeah.
next 3D thing is probably us putting some things into the 3D Humble Bundle, with us being a company called 3D Printcraft, which Zach and I are part of. But it's first it's Humble Bundle, and then after that another Kickstarter.
Yeah, or IGG or something. We don't know for sure beyond the next one. But isn't or the other the sculptor we work with is having a Kickstarter pretty soon too, but I don't think he's got a link yet. So
Yeah.
I'll pimp him later.
His name is Ian Lovecraft, and he's a tremendous 3D sculptor. He's really good, and it's called Gladiator or something. Or is Gladiator?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's
That's a
terrible. I don't
movie.
remember. I feel like a horrible
seen
person
it.
because I work with him a lot, but anyway, he's good. Uh-oh. Outfit and then Roman numerals 1, 2, 6, and 12. Thank
Oh,
you,
boy.
Douglas. Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
you
keep
know-
my mouth shut at this
Yeah.
point.
Why?
Because
Why start
everything I'm
now?
thinking in my head, I'm like, that's awful. But at least I can recognize
It
it
is
now.
awful.
That's terrible. That's gonna lose you some friends.
you still on the Roman armor?
Me? Yeah.
Doug was.
Uh,
They're not safe for work. The audience wants more Roman armor and less talk about us.
I don't know anything
it's
about Roman armor.
understandable.
Well, yeah, totally understandable. So, what else can I say? I watched y'all tell a story I could tell on this that we couldn't tell in the regular chat.
Yeah.
Poor
Does
Matt.
anybody have any
Matt
questions
had his
for
title
anybody?
for his adventure that we were going to work on for for the Sergeant Wizard Kickstarter. Susie Mosby looked at it and said, "Munchkin."
Wait, you got to say what it actually was.
Sorry,
It was originally Mystery at Marchkin.
Marchkin. But when she said Munchkin, nobody could unsee that anymore. So Matt had to go and make a new name, and he was so happy with the name too.
I thought it was awesome. Marchkin's a great name. It's got sort of Witcher kind of feel to it. Unfortunately, it also has
The
a
Lollipop Guild was inside.
Lollipop Guild problem.
Oh,
Fantastic.
well, but think of the Munchkins are they all wear orange, don't they, Pex?
Ooh.
Ooh.
No, those are Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas. Oh, I'm sorry, I got him confused with the.
Pex is more like an Ewok than an Oompa Loompa, though. He's not orange, but like he popped on the video last time, and I swear to God, every strand of his hair was going in a different direction. It was awesome. Even his beard was just like all over the place. I'm like, dude,
Oh, we love you, Pex.
you need to police that shit up.
Yep.
It's not fitting in the screen.
Keep the forks out of the light sockets.
Yeah.
No matter what you lose in there, it's not worth getting it back.
Yeah. No promises is his response, which is wonderful. Oh man,
Oh, Oompa Loompa, that's awful.
that's good stuff. So regarding the box set and its completedness, what stage are you guys at right now?
Well, we've got the quotes on the box. We have broken out the contents of the text into where we're almost able to do the books, and we're going to have to shift some of the text around because at least right at the moment the breakout is got a too large player book, so we're going to have to figure out what works out with the other stuff. But we're pretty far along. We've got some art. Obviously we've got the cover art, and the cover art for the book's done, which is freaking amazing stuff by Michael Syragos.
It is, and you said Sargos right. I'm so excited for you. That was a good job. I'll call him the wrong way forever. Yeah, I'm impressed.
Well, we've been mispronouncing his name for about a year now. So.
Yeah, I have, and that could be my fault because the first guy who met him was me, and I told everybody who he was, and then everybody just started thinking,
God damn it,
I
Zach.
think I am the first error, and it just kind of amplified out through me, which is not unusual.
That's known as fuck up zero.
Fuck up zero. I was fuck up zero again, and I call him Michael Syragos, and it's not Syragos, it's Syragos. So anyway, so I talked to the nicest woman in gaming Liz Stewart, who's going to do the internal layout, and we have that.
Somebody's going to punch you for saying that.
Who is?
Not Alyssa Faden.
Who thinks Alyssa's the nicest woman in gaming?
That's what I'm saying. That's why she's not going to be like, wait,
I
she's
mean-
not going to be like, wait a second, I'm the nicest person in gaming.
I didn't
You know,
say
it's just-
coolest,
I
I
don't-
said nicest.
I don't think it would even enter Alyssa's head. She'd just be like, oh, okay.
I think she'd be offended personally.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's somebody nicer in gaming than me.
Ooh. By Jove.
It's pretty easy to thin those ranks out with Pila. So,
Yeah, Keelan says that he's such a fantastic artist and he truly inspires the pulp vision. And he does.
Yeah.
He absolutely does. And I think that he's probably very close to my favorite cover artist that we've used. I love Colin Chan's stuff. It's really different though. I mean, it's totally a different kind of style, but
yeah,
Michael's stuff is it makes our stuff look really unique, I think. I mean, amongst other RPGs, but I mean, it gives it a look that
Well, it's
Not a lot
it's
of dye,
super.
that
It's
way.
super bumping up against Frazetta in everything
Yeah.
he does. I mean, that's the first thing you think of, and then it's like, oh, but the coloring and shading is a little bit different, so it's obviously not, but it's in that wheelhouse. And
yeah. Whereas,
it's
Colin's
amazing.
stuff is really impressionistic. I mean, you see the
Yeah.
light. He's incredible with light.
he
It's
is.
it's
And it for the Lost Land stuff, he's perfect for it. But for the stuff, the short adventures, and we have some new ones that are really great too. And his name is Barclay. His last name, I think.
Brett Barkley.
That cover for the Valentine's module, which by the way, still has no 24 hours to go. If you don't have it, you should get it.
You should
for
get it.
Valentine.
Indiegogo.
Great cover. It's a great cover. Casey finds these artists that are just. I think
No.
you found him. You found
that
Brett,
was
right?
me. we were at a Houston Games Expo, and we were at a panel about the RPG business. And Brett was there, and first of all, he wasn't going to be on the panel because he hadn't brought any of his portfolio with him. And so, but we got him on the panel anyway. And he was like, Brett is the kind of person who will get on his phone and show people pictures while he's on a panel. And so he gets on his phone and he finds some of the pictures that he's done and he shows them to me. And, like Casey said, I hired him on the spot, looking at the stuff that he does, because he's got,
Well, finally, Jesus, Matt, you haven't been doing anything for I don't know how long. You finally participated.
yeah,
Well,
I know.
golf clap.
He used to do his own art. What do you mean he's finally participated?
Yeah, I did
That was a
my own
joke.
stuff. I did the illustrations for Osric. So I am an illustrator as well as an author. I am an artiste.
Sure.
Go easy there, Tiger.
Artiste.
Although I
It's
shouldn't
all
say that
self-celebration.
because the painting you did in the incredibly fun but short-lived live adventure of miniatures in our Swords and Wizardry game,
That was
you painted a lot of really nice terrain in
Oh.
that.
Thank you.
It looked amazing.
It was really awesome. Streaming is such a pain in the ass, but it really did look awesome.
Yeah, that was a great experience. So
It was. And the halfling you ran over is still my favorite.
fucking great times.
He had kids.
There were so many awesomely humorous moments in those games, and it was two different games. There was a Sword and Wizardry game, and there was a 5e game.
They're
And
both fun to watch though, so
yes,
that's okay.
they,
My
what
wife
happened?
watches those. My wife watches Alyssa almost every night painting and doing maps. So when I'm at my house, I hear Alyssa talking all the time. Because my wife, she doesn't talk all that much, right? But I hear a woman's voice constantly talking about mapping. And then every once in a while, I hear my wife snicker. And I have a suspect it's either she's making fun of me or she's doing something I wouldn't approve of on Alyssa's channel.
It's not binary. It's not either or.
Yeah, it's true. It's not
Because you
binary.
can do both.
Yeah, why not both?
Why
Yeah.
not both, indeed. Jack and I suffer along here with the hardest hit. It's true.
You are.
I know.
But
But you're the best
but
targets.
Jack's a lot more mellow than you are, though.
Alyssa's apologizing.
Jack is like, he's got, mellow 10-foot radius.
Oh yeah, no, and honestly, you feel more mellow when you're around him. You just
Yeah.
do. He's just a really awesome guy.
So,
Oh,
so
oh.
neither one of you guys have had a glass of wine thrown at you during a game. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a moment I got to share with Jack.
Well,
I don't know. We were excited. Everybody was drinking.
Threw
except
wine
me.
on somebody. I believe
Yeah, it's cool. Just, ooh, I'm excited. Bang. Shit everywhere. It's like, all right.
Oh, I thought he intentionally just went and poured it over somebody's head.
Oh, no. He
Oh,
got
that's
excited
okay. I know.
and knocked it over. And fortunately, as I learned from Zach, I was playing Crypt of the Science Wizard with the map that is a shower curtain, which repels liquid. So we got to pick up a corner and just dump it onto the floor. Sorry,
Yes.
Weston.
Just dump it onto the floor.
I wasn't
right,
recommending that.
right next to the trash
I wasn't
can.
like, hey, while you're in
Yeah.
the car, go ahead and dump the wine. on
Oh
the
my
floor.
God, our trash can. So
So you had a trash can.
So here's the whole story of how this happened. We had our own room, and the Silver Bullets, Rocky and Ian, and myself hosted a room that we played all of our games in and sold books and stuff like that. And that's where the game was going on. It was kind of an impromptu version of it because it was like, yeah, this is for 6 people. And I think there were 13 when we took the bathroom break. So it kind of just everybody wanted to play. And then Jack threw the wine and we dumped it over and like, okay, go back to the bar, get a refill. And everybody did. So, gaming.
So
Poor-
you
poor-
you
poor
you
Jack the
upset
Ripper.
you upset the housekeeping staff and made the staff at the bar happy.
Oh, yeah. So that whole, but we
That's a
had these 2
real
garbage
web
cans
move.
in the room and they were overflowing the entire time we were there from like day 1. And so, yeah, we just started stacking up garbage next to it. I didn't know what else to do.
So you did the least civilized thing you could think of.
I could have started a bonfire. I didn't.
Okay, I you know what? I just was vastly underestimating what you found the least.
That was me being responsible.
Sorry about
It's like you said, it's a low bar, Zach. You
Yeah,
can't
it's
even
low
trip
bar.
over it.
I
Yeah.
hadn't gotten to fire yet, I guess.
Apex. Yes, I could have asked for another trash can, or you could shut your pie hole. That's what you're supposed to be at conventions for. That's the only reason.
Yeah, if you're gonna Oompa Loompa it, you gotta phrase it in rhyme. Pex. then you have my attention.
Yeah, you know what, Pex? I'm with him. I'm not going to do anything you ask anymore unless you make it rhyme.
I only acknowledge you if you speak in a dulcet tone.
You've got to do what little you can. Put your trash in the fucking trash can.
Especially Paul. Paul who?
Fair enough. Oh shit. Alyssa is talking about wait until the sock puppet show.
And
Now that would be a random and terrifying quote if I did not know what she was talking about, but I do, so I'm a little less terrified. But that sounds like some prison level shit right there. Wait for the fucking sock puppet show. It's like, oh God, no,
here's my
please.
shank.
Yeah. Like, holy shit.
Get shivved. Yeah. So
I could make a shiv out of harsh thoughts. I'm gonna fuck you up. Sock puppet show.
this is
What?
actually going south as fast as it normally does, Skeeter. That's pretty good.
At least he didn't set fire to it.
Not yet.
Look, he's
fuck
looking
you
for
all,
his,
especially Paul.
he's
I
looking
see you're
for-
getting in the vibe of this. Well done.
Oh yeah. So Pex, when you're done with Liquid Web on the phone, you can make sure you explain to me what happened in rhyme, and then I'll release you from your duties. Until it rhymes though and makes sense. I love this. This is the best thing to come out of the show is Pex's new rule.
I saw somebody on the internet pointing out that the Oompa Loompas are the Greek chorus of that show.
God, they are. They are indeed the Greek chorus, like Antigone.
And then what they did was they switched quotes from one of the ancient Greek plays into the Oompa Loompa stuff and put the
Oh,
the Oompa
geez.
Loompas into the Greek, and it worked. It worked perfectly.
That's so scary and upsetting that I think I like it.
That
Yeah.
show is so amazing. If you look at some of the undertones to it, it's horrible.
Oh, Roald Dahl's. I mean, read some of the stuff that he wrote. It's dark shit.
That is just amazing.
Well, I
And
thought
he
the,
just never. He
the
always
giant
just.
peach was horrible. I
Mhm.
mean, the first like 5 paragraphs, it bumps over the 2 ants that she lives with, like bump 1, bump 2, and they actually said, there goes Aunt X, there goes Aunt Y. It's like, wow, this is like, I remember this in 2nd grade. This is no terrible. No, Ronald Dahl.
Yes, Pex, we are not arguing who the most important person at Frog God Games is.
I think he's saying that it's him.
Oh no, so was I. That's why I said we are not arguing that point.
Okay.
No one's arguing that point, Pex.
Nah.
Most important
Who
equals most abused, usually.
Who argues with the Oompa Loompa chorus? It's a bad idea.
Yeah, that seems foolish. Still, he's got the Ewok feel.
That's not.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the Oompa Loompas get up to and like off camera. They could have just some wild shit going on.
I guess
You only get a little sliver of their lives.
Well, Jerry, you can't be an Oompa Loompa. I'm sorry. Anyway, so, what else can we say? Anything new that we've in gaming that we've thought was interesting? Only thing I saw was that, besides the copy of Aliens, I got
a new Kickstarter.
Which one was that?
Odyssey of the Dragon Lords. If I can
And?
do it, so you're
By?
not.
You're gonna have to take off the shrink wrap. It's shiny.
Modifius.
Oh,
Is that how you pronounce that?
I think so. They do the Conan games, amongst other things.
Modifius.
Modify it. There we go.
I
Socratic.
honestly have no idea. But yeah, it came with that giant book and then a player's guide and a package of other shit that'll never be opened.
Is that a licensed property of any kind?
I don't think so.
They do a lot of licensing.
Odysseus came out of the public domain about 1,000 years ago or
Yeah,
more.
true.
Well,
That's
yeah.
fair.
No, I don't think it's a property from anything. It's a Kickstarter I backed some amount of time ago and it just mystically showed up, which is how all the Kickstarters are now. Every once in a while I go through and go, did I ever get this stuff from this company?
Well, I have it. You want to see that? I have a giant box showed up yesterday. I haven't opened yet. I suspect it's about 800 Steve Jackson micro games.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, people have been doing their unboxing stuff on that.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to get into an unboxing war with
we'll do it next
Guppy, who has like years worth of shit to open, which he should just bring to North Texas Con, and we have an opening party as an event because it would take all of us.
School says James Owen is one of the authors. I think he's talking about what you have right there. Skitty Green.
The Modifius.
okay.
Modifius book.
See, Kurt Gould, he always has something smart to say. That's what I hate about him.
And he's such a nice guy. I don't know why he wastes his time with us.
I don't either. I bet he's in his office too. Like I'm working hard. We're in the background.
Probably.
He's probably wearing a tie.
Oh boy, that's a stretch, man.
That did not even occur to me.
Oh, designer of Baldur's Gate. Thank you, Kurt. The guy designed Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Also designed your book that you're never going to open because it's in shrink wrap.
Yep. No, the other thing
That's something I struggle with sometimes.
Guppy actually did something really nice for me, so I can't be mean to him. But he sent me. He won an auction.
That's not how friendship works.
Well, he won an
Don't we
auction.
prove that like
Yeah,
every
nice
week?
to me.
You piece of shit.
He gave me something nice. I know. I'm sorry, but he did. Guppy was being nice.
Hey.
Hey. Tie comment. Is that what was low, Kurt? The comment about the tie? I bet it was.
Where is Kurt posting? Is he like on Facebook? or-
He's on the Facebook one.
All right, I'm going to click over.
Yeah, that was low. It was. We're sorry.
Hey man, I was nice to you. I sent you a wrapped up box the same approximate weight as a human head.
You did, and you said it's about the same approximate weight as a human head. So when I got it, I was like, "What is this?" And it was every WotC 3.0 plastic miniature, even ones that were problematic, ones that you would never reprint. because
It's
they
like 9.5 pounds of miniatures I
not
just
have
mailed to
big
Zach.
brown plastic bag tight, just like a head. Hey, look, Matt Finch just joined the chat.
Wow. What's he doing
know
hanging
him.
out with us?
All right.
I hear he's a righteous dude.
He's one righteous dude. You know, they added in the name of
That
VR,
was Kurt says that was low. I bet you that was my tie
I'm
comment.
sure it was.
Yeah.
They added a Ferris Bueller room with my VR stuff that you can download. You walk around Ferris Bueller's room. It's very 80s. Made me feel young again.
So in the Zoom webinar chat, I was schooled. It is Modiphius.
Thank you.
That is the pronunciation.
Modiphius.
And I am not being an asshole at all when I say, I wish you were around me 24/7 because there are so many words I don't know how to say.
Speaking of Skeeter's heavy boxes, your minis are almost finished, probably 8% done. Ooh.
What?
Also by Alyssa, she's off to do her stream, which means we will be able to hear it because Jen is not going to be interested in watching Zach
No,
on this show. So we'll be hearing Alyssa's thing in the background where Jen is watching.
that would be an excellent
Luckily, she's my
wormhole
parents'
creation. We
My
just
parents can
keep
hear her.
streaming through everything. Oh yeah, your parents are still watching. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. Zach.
You do know my last name, right?
Yeah, but I don't say it in public because I'm afraid you'll show up if I say it 3 times.
No, I should be like, poor Pex doesn't say it because he's afraid if he says it 3 times, I'll give him more work to do. More truth. I know. I'm sorry, Pex. I do feel bad. My wife defends you all the time. You should feel good because at my house.
We all
You don't
defend
read
Pex
text.
to you.
Huh?
We all defend Pex to you because you always say, I'm going to give him more work. And it's like, man, you don't remember what it's like to be newish, do you?
I do. I do. I
You
did it all.
old
He
crotchety
didn't do any of
man.
the jobs
You.
that I didn't used to do, except that he does better at social media than I am by a long shot. He's done a fine job. Gonna get trippy, huh? That's what Doug Zieldor says. Okay, well,
And this is Doug saying that things are
Yeah,
going to get
so
trippy.
that-
This is not just some
Oh
regular
my
person.
God.
I mean, he's in Colorado.
My
too.
mom has joined the chat.
Your mom?
Hi, Skeeter's
You're-
mom.
Hi,
You're
Skeeter's
going to regret this.
Oh, she could be as proud as my mom is now.
I really doubt my mom is gonna show up. So
Yeah, you say that, and then someday, but your mom's gotten used to this because you've been doing this since 2007.
yeah, I mean, my mom does occasionally pop in, here and there on Facebook, but I don't think that
Hey,
she
I was
already
in a-
knows that she's just got no interest in watching a video of people talking about gaming because she had all the middle schoolers at her house talking about gaming for years.
And they're still the same people talking about gaming. There's not middle school, they're middle age now.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
we're not even playing the game. We're just talking about the game that you are trying to sell to people.
Well, when you
So
get
they
pulled
can play.
away, when you get pulled away from your game to come and eat dinner, it's not like you stop talking about the game. So
Oh no, yeah. My mom, she told me that goes, I couldn't figure out what you guys were doing because she would be in there for like 18 hours at a stretch, and it like made no sense. I'm like, yeah, still the same thing. Not much has changed. Now I spend 18 hours at a stretch making Pex do work about games.
yeah, you
But I
can't
certainly talk about them a lot.
like you're young enough to stay awake for 18 hours at a
I
stretch.
am. I am, and then once I'm done with that for like 4 days, I'm beat up. I'm on the recovery angle on that one.
Yeah, there was a point in the Kickstarter where all of a sudden everyone was like, "Where's Zach?" And it turned out he thought he's just going to close his eyes to rest his eyes for a second.
Yeah, 2 hours
Mhm.
gone, 2.5. I didn't mean
Fucking
to.
slacker.
I literally sat down and looked at my email, had my phone, and my phone hit me in the head, and I didn't even wake up. So I woke up with my phone inside my face like this, and it was dinging because Matt was trying
Man,
to
on Kickstarter day, taking a 2-hour nap. That is just some
not
slacker
taking a nap.
shit right
That's
there.
like
that just
collapsing.
yeah, whatever. Whatever. No one believes your nonsense, mister.
Okay, my wife's giving me advice from my mother about how to do start looking for payments from our payment companies. So what I needed was that. Awesome.
Like a baseball bat or
No, like
a pipe?
Venmo rather than PayPal.
Oh, yeah, I took it a whole different direction apparently.
Yeah, I know you did, but it's okay. We know.
758 backers.
That's
So what do you guys, here's an actual question since we've just been talking shit the entire time. what do you guys look for in a reprint like this? Is it the money fund or is it the reach of the backers that you think is more important?
Backers.
Backers. We want to satisfy our current.
All right, I'll ask another question.
No, but we have people who've asked for this for as long as I've been at Frog God, and we want to make sure that people who have been supporting our game get the stuff they want. But we also want to see more people exposed to it. And this is a more mainstream looking cover and a more mainstream kind of setup. And I wish we could have made it a little bit cheaper so it could be more of a mainstream sort of price. But box sets are expensive. Like I know Chaosium and Wizards of the Coast, Kurt Gould, made starter sets, but when you make 20,000, it's much easier to give it to at a price that everybody can afford. And so it's a little bit tough, but
Yeah.
I think
And lest this not sound cynical, there is a money reason behind that, which is that, of course, when you get the backers and they start playing the game, they're going to buy more stuff. So,
Right.
I mean, it's not,
Oh, yeah.
but in terms of, is it about the money or is it about the backers? Yeah, it's definitely about the backers. So.
Okay.
Um,
I'm trying to go through all these and see, because Matt's been doing interviews. You guys have been very good on the Kickstarter page, and when the Facebook links went up the first day, it's like everybody was constantly, "Oh, we're talking, we're all excited." But now, if people come to, if the twos of people who watch this show after we are finished recording, want to see this later, what is some more information? There's a bunch of updates and a bunch of frequently asked questions. Is there some questions you've been getting that you want to clarify and just get that message out again?
I have one.
The box, the collector box is not made of actual wood.
That wasn't mine, but that's good.
Jesus Christ. Really?
Yeah.
Is that a question?
That's what we got from one person. Yeah.
I mean, I get that Bill is also the person that made a steel book.
No,
So
It's not, it was not an unreasonable question.
It's not
No, it's not a
ridiculously
reasonable
out of the
question. It was
question,
a question.
but
No, you can tell by the price though. We made the collector's box as close as we could in price to the other box. Scarcity is really the only difference. But the reason we did that is because we have had stuff that's collector's editions that are $500 more than the regular edition. And we wanted to have an opportunity to have something that was kind of cool and unique that wasn't that much more expensive and that kind of represented where Swords originally had been and, what the focus of the game is and where it comes from and what version it actually supports. But it's not made out of wood. It would have been if it was $150.
I have a comment in the Zoom webinar chat thanking Matt profusely for not only signing all the boxes, but all the books in the boxes.
There are a number of completely deluded people who are coming from one of the Discord chats.
That is a serious effort, and I will get on the bandwagon and applaud you for doing that, Matt.
And what it goes to show is that this show is even more sane than a Discord chat. And so you need to up your game, Skeeter.
Ooh. Ouch, Skeeter, he just stabs in the heart. Yeah, exactly.
And
yeah, we had a really wild and fun Discord chat the night that we launched, where we got a whole bunch of people in. We were also feeling like, you know what, we need some more ideas for stretch goals because this is going a little faster than we thought it was gonna.
And we actually used them.
We had Mage and Datum and Wasco, and actually I don't know if Wasco was there. Wasco is the person who's responsible for fixing the FAQ, the frequently asked questions, because there were somehow Bill had gotten the password for the Kickstarter, and he had gone in and helped, and so we don't
have that. Jerry's the guy who does the facts for us, and he does a great job. If you need something updating the fact correctly, Jerry's the man to do it because he's done. When I started Frog God, no one did those. And every time we have a Kickstarter, we have a good FAQ now, and it's because Jerry Baker does it. So yeah, and Bill, giving Bill the keys is that.
Yeah,
you silly bitch. You.
But Jerry, Jerry and Wasco, and basically, fix the thing. I think it was pretty much Jerry that actually did the stuff, but Wasco was pointing out the where there was something where Bill had said something in one place and everyone else had said something different in another place.
One thing I would mention that was brought up in the Discord was the ice cream truck.
Okay, the ice cream truck.
Paula brought it up
Important.
again.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
know who brought it up again.
Yeah, so please take that into account next time you see Allah.
Oh, well, thank you, Keelan. He said I had a slick T-shirt. It is pretty slick. I blame Jeff Talanian.
That
So.
seems like a safe bet.
I think so too. So anyway, so I think that we have covered most of the things we need to cover. I think that we can pretty much
Don't we start out that way? Do we ever cover anything we need?
No, but we
cover?
covered more than we expected and with more crassly than usual, but we made fun of Pex a little more than we should have.
Yeah, I feel not bad about that.
I'm not worried. I was just thinking that behind me, this thing's orange. I think I know what Pex's Halloween costume could be. He can be the idol.
That's a good one.
I think so too. 7 out of 10, not my best work. Thanks, Pex. I'll get you, Pex.
I'm trying to see if there are any specific questions on the Kickstarter that you could address right here.
What is Zach smoking? Zach is smoking a disposable vape.
That was actually Skeeter that asked that question.
No, it was Ernest Green. I think it's Skeeter's dad.
Oh, okay.
See,
No,
that's
I
right.
Answered, I answered
forgot-
Mr. Green.
I forgot
that's my dad's account. That's my
All right.
mom.
Okay.
Or my aunt.
Ooh.
See, I forgot you guys are still both under parental supervision.
Oh, aren't we funny? On that note, I'm going to end the stream. Oh, wait, I'm not the host.
Yeah, you can't. You two are stuck here until I let you go.
Oh, that's Keelan. Poor Pex. We love you. Yes, we actually do love Pex, and yes, it is poor Pex. He's put upon badly. You're right, Keelan. You got the real. You got the real thing about that.
Well done. All right. In closing, does anybody have anything they want to say in closing?
Thank you for those who backed. Honestly,
Yes. Thank you to the backers. And I think we're gonna come out with a really, really good product.
55,000 right now.
Did it move up during the show?
Yeah.
Cool.
It went up 6 backers, I think.
That's because you are a mighty marketing presence, Skeeter. You are
Oh my God.
You are the Titan astride the port of Damascus. You are the
port of Damascus.
I thought you were gonna say astride a porpoise.
Greek chorus.
And I was like, what the fuck am
You
I?
are
Like Aquaman?
the lighthouse of Delos. You are the
Levi Coombs just joined after we talked about him a while ago. Hi, Levi.
Hi, Levi. Now, Levi is actually a marketing wizard.
Yep. Levi, I put Levi
So,
and Pex in the same
Now,
category.
in the 3 minutes we're going to be on, because he's here now, let's see if it goes up even more.
okay. Let's
'Cause
see
he
if
is
it
a-
goes up even more.
He is a
on
marketing
Zoom.
wizard.
Caven, did I say it? He said that saving accessory bundle, I didn't get in the collector's edition with the bundle. That is one of the things that when Skeeter asked, what do we want to say? If you bought a box, we will have for you at the time that we pay the shipping, a extras pack that will be available to you. I promise.
Yeah, everything that we can print a larger number on it, depending on what we need, is something that you can add on. The only thing that you can't add on is the collector box, because we said we were only going to do 500 of those. But anything else, you're going to have the ability to add on. It will be later than normal because it won't be right after the Kickstarter closes. It'll be once we get the stuff, then we're going to have people get onto the Frog God website to finish off by adding anything they want to add on and stuff like that, and tell us, and because that way we can calculate what the shipping is, rather than Backer Kit does a sort of a shipping estimate on things, which is not always right, especially when mailing costs are going up, which they are. So
This gives us the ability to charge you at the time we're shipping it, how much it's going to be. It's like doing a checkout. It'll be free for whatever you backed for, plus you can add on at the Kickstarter price the items that we have. So.
And it will be less than what you were charged by Backer Kit, because they do an estimate.
Yeah, so we were able to charge less for these boxes because we're not using Backer Kit. We talked about this considerably about where the pricing is going to be. We want to make sure that we've made them as inexpensive as possible. So it was a nice intro product. Plus, to thanks to everybody who's always been supporting us. And you already own a copy of this probably, or at least on PDF. Now you get a chance to buy one and have in your hand. So we appreciate it. We wanted to show, kind of show our thanks more than just, hey, thanks, and lower the price a little bit. So. Alrighty, I think that would pretty much close it up. Skeeter Green.
All right. Well, Thank you everybody for showing up. I feel like I could comfortably give all of our viewers a crisp high five because there's not that many. Anyway,
But they're important. Look who
they
we
are important and we love them.
We love it. We have a good time doing it. So
We love them all. Thank you, Matt Finch, for coming on the show. And I say show with air quotes.
and the show.
Zach, figure out how to run this show so I don't have to be the host anymore.
I like it.
I like being the sidekick.
I'm better at this. I'm better sidekicking.
I don't think so.
No.
Anyway, thank you, everybody.
All right,
we're
talk
out.
to you guys soon.
Now we watch Skeeter figure out how to actually end the broadcast.
Good
So
gaming.
While I'm talking,
everybody
we're
stay
recording,
tuned.
And everybody in the attendee